Good morning, friend, and welcome to my channel, Joy of the World. I am Melissa Joy, here to do a quick read for you, and it's coming in from our ancestors. They are here ready to show their love and support to you. They've been here, but now it seems to be the veil of ignorance, the veil of separation, of feeling left out, of confusion and frustration, of indecision. That type of thing is moving away. If that sounds like you, tune in. Also, if this sounds like a you, some confuggery going on, some financial constraints going on, some trying to break through, break free, break out, some of you feeling broke down, okay? These are the energies that you are coming from, and they have a place where they are taking you. So this, just to see if this is for you, weighted down by the world and everybody else's cares and burdens and people going on and having a good time, but leaving you footing the bill, holding the bag, paying the price, putting the blame, maybe just no relief, working multiple jobs, not getting any sleep, trying to find comfort anywhere, whether it's in food or binge watching. Do you see what I mean? Or maybe even over fitnessing and things like that. So, and then you talk about some shiz, you talk about some things trying to dominate you, control you, squat your territory and be like, you ain't getting through here, you ain't coming through this, you ain't coming through. The whole sky is full. This is a nothing. So if this is you, friend, hang on, tune in, stay here for this quick chat. And if you have been almost swept away, trying to hold on to the last thread of who you are as grief and sorrow and pain and sufferings and that, I can't take it anymore. I can't do this anymore. I want to leave this planet. I want to check out of my life. I want to escape from this. Where's the escape hatch? Where's the escape button? Like, how do I overcome this overwhelming sense of life is not going to change, of it having been this way for longer than you can remember? So it could be family curses, family lines. All right, so that's the preface. They like, tell the people who we talking to, and I'm like, all right. So they're talking to the survivors. And what's beautiful about this is the survivorship is more like the tiger, having been bled dry, bled out, that sense of separation, rejection, loneliness, and not loneliness like I need somebody to hold me, loneliness like, is there anybody at my level that I can connect with, that I don't have to shrink down, shrink back, parse myself off into these little pieces and keep playing this game? Okay? So anyways, it's really highlighting the person here. So it shows that there is a little bit of a turn in the right direction. You might see a few things here and there, get a little thub in your heart of thinking, okay, there's a little bit of life going on here. Oh, that was a sweet moment. And you're able to hold on to it, the quiet and the peace for moments more. Well, they're going to bring you into full-on thrivership because we're now moving into the tree. And do you see all those strands, the connections reaching down to you? It was, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Lucy, but if you have, there's a part where she's on her cell phone, somebody's on their cell phone, she's looking from the car, and she can see these threads of light connected to wherever it's receiving from. So this is us restoring that connection with our ancestors, with the power that extends beyond these two lips and these two eyes and these two hands at trying to get other people on the same page, or trying to figure out how to crack the code to be able to break into our abundance, to begin to truly feel the pleasure flying through our body and not just giving ourselves lip service. I don't like lip service from anybody, especially not from myself, so I'm leaning in too, friend. All right, so that's who we're talking to. Ooh, and even more. There is a storehouse of wealth. There is a storehouse of your dream. Woo, mountains of it, friends. Those things that passed you by, that left you for dead, all that kind of stuff going on, they have been waiting for you. They've been stored for you in like we would say a Loctite vault. They've been stored down in the earth where they don't age and they don't wear out. So they will be coming forward fresh and new. Revive your dreams, friend. They're here to breathe life into the power of the person that you are. And then from there, ooh, I love this. Okay, so these two came together. So what happened? I haven't looked yet. I just began to ask, who were they talking to? And then we're going to find out what exactly they have to say beyond this encouragement, all right? It'll just take a couple of minutes, but they're talking about restoring that magic, the magic in abundance. So many of you are here and you're called and you're chosen. That's why it's been so destructive, was to do away with your mind, to wear away your mind and make you feel unlucky, cursed, poor, and not just money poor. I mean like beat down, dragged miles type of poor. Like the heart literally just, remember the anemia, having been bled out, left for dead. And they're like, this ain't Left for Dead no more. Because see, this is like a 4-piece waterfall going in here. They're going to restore you completely on all facets. Mind, body, soul. Okay, so we got your mind, body, soul, and your spirit coming on in here. Now, spirit is the voice of our soul. It is that beautiful place. Remember, it's undefiled. It's been, see that little house in the background? Can I see? Yeah, that has been stored up for you. And it's yours. Remember, welcome home. All right, friends, welcome home. And this is the well, and the thing that has been covering your well or been stuffed down in your well or coming on out is unicorn power. So no more denying the power of who you are, the magic of who you are. And this is lifetime's friend. Lifetime's friend. And the reason this is showing up and why you have shown up here is you've called from yourself unto yourself. So if this is resonating, there are messages in here spoken from yourself to yourself, because people can often think a medium is a specific type of person that speaks to dead people. Well, remember all that stuff up there trying to convince you your life was dead and over and all that? Yes. So people, parts of ourselves check out and leave our body and go floating out, trying to find any sort of connection, communication to get back home and get into the body. Well, that's why I'm here. Bye-bye. All right, friend. And this is what is like going to be the tagline between what they have to say. All right. So let's keep a look at what's going on here. It's like, how do we bring this all together? The scars, the Mars. What was the point of all this? What was the point of all this? And I'm telling you, life has more than a purpose. It's here for meaning. That's why we're here to have an experience, not a lesson. Okay, not to learn. We're here to grow and develop. That's a natural form of learning. It's not this linear, this chopped up form, because once you start chopping things are what? D-E-D. I know how to spell, but you know, they be dead. They be dead, they be rent, they be rut, they be stuck, all that being. And they're ready to get you back to being who you are. No more of this once bitten, twice shy kind of love. This is not human, even though we are humans. That type of love that has been tilting the wheel, causing pain and suffering on one end while another flourishes and thrives, that's not true thriving. That's a lie. So we're here to overcome these lies, the familiar, so you can get into your truth. We're going to bypass reality. Whoop, go over the speed hump of your own dead body, because it's already dead. So just let the mind fall down there with it. And I am here to remind you of all the beauty and bliss of who you are, what is available to you, and not by efforting. Oh my gosh, we had a card jump in from my cosmic sitting over there, flew on in. It's like you are the master and the creator of your reality, of your truth. So it's bypassing that reality that has been sitting here and getting us into the truth that leads the body of our reality, the truth of who we are. You're not more than enough or not enough or too much or too little. You are plenty, friend. And that's what this card is coming in to restore the spirals of life. And you would think spirals, well, DNA is a spiral. Energy, when it begins to come together, it starts to move and dance and create its own frequency. And that's what we tone it into. So what y'all got to say here, ooh, they're bringing up. I saw the world in that. I saw the tower. And this is that old trash come bugging up on your mind. It could go either way. And you're like, no, it's going to go your way, my way, right? That's you saying it from yourself to yourself, right? This is going my way. So when those things, those suggestions try and hammer or sit at your mind, or you see this when you look in the mirror or in your pocketbook or at your children or at your spouse or wherever else, just pull it back in, because it's about you, friend. It's about this truth right here, because we cannot eat for another person. We cannot exercise for another person. We can't sleep for another person. So if we begin with the one, it will take care of itself. And that's the magic they're wanting to tell us here. Ooh, and now in this deck, that is like badger stuff. That is like, I'm talking about budget stuff as well. And this is blame, badger, budget, and blame. Though the 3 claws up in here, and it's like been torn and destructed. Is this all I am here for? This is all I must be here for. And creating a sing-song type of dance about trying to make peace with this and make amends. Well, I guess, you know, that's just how it is. Or like someone's always treating them rude and like buffeting up against them. And so they just keep growing more and more patience. Remember, that was that distortion in the beginning of you continuing to have to figure out biggering because someone else is take it. Squatting on your turf, becoming a slave driver, and you're the slave. The system. Well, we beat the system, friend. We did that spiral. Thank you for this magician showing up in here, this ancient wisdom of perfect alignment. And I love it. Look how easy it is to move forward. Have you ever seen a sea turtle move? A zoom, just like that. I'm telling you, in the blink of an eye, it's gone. In the blink of an eye, this old reality is gone because you turn your attention away from it. Because our eyes and our mind and our heart and our mouth and our face are like the sun. Y'all, this side is like the sun. That side is the moon, okay? So when you're sitting there paying attention to it, you are feeding it and giving it life, any of it. So in your mind, you can just turn your mind away and go, you know, I don't think like that. That's not me. Or, no, I'm not going to have any more of that. I choose da-da. I choose da-da. I choose da-da, that type of thing. And in the blink, 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 here's what we're stepping into. So show us, ancestors, what are we stepping into so that you can bring this picture full circle. I love it. There's a watchful eye, and they're bringing in to create this divine connection, the balance of things that had lessons and poles in it, separation and division. Okay, so they're bringing in the common unity, community. Gosh, isn't it nice when you feel like you're heard? And I don't mean spouting off your problems, right? That's this old crap. That's what keeps the chasm, the limbo, that type of thing. Ooh, who's showing up here? Okay. They start splitting, y'all. It's the pages of sword and death, and they're talking about that death being an illusion. It's as easy to swipe away as these cobwebs. Because like that spider might be a black widow. All you gotta do is get a little stick. Is that what this is here for? You get this little thing and you just poke it and wave it on off. These are little things that have literally still kept hanging on, and they control you. Just like a little rudder controls a whole ship. A little suggestion, because y'all, we're not thinking beings, we're beings. We're intelligent. Our systems were created to understand the world around us beyond language, because if it has to go into language, it has to be converted. And then by then, you just snacked up by whatever, what was that, the badger? I don't know where it went, or whatever came to munch. So we get into the center of who we are, and we realize those thoughts or those things are suggestions. And if it's something you want, then take the suggestion and watch it begin to merge with you and show up in your life. That's these energies that didn't pay the price of having a body or coming in to have this experience, that they just want to keep living out that same old thing. Don't invite it in. If you don't want that trash in your life, don't let it in your door and be like, bye, nope, no thank you. I don't need that service here. So here's what we got coming in. So it is this page of swords, this bringing in this message of revival. Like those things that would weigh you down and make you heavy and exhaust you, they are tapering off and going out, just like the fireworks on 4th of July, just a big boom, big bang, and then there it goes. And the lights are coming, delights are coming, and you can leave that sword, because there's no more need to defend yourself or explain yourself, because those are the first clues that there's already a dynamic of learning and earning and lessening and proving, and the world spinning that's going on. Just like if your world stops to spin, you put your arms out trying to stabilize. Stable eyes. What do you pay attention to? And just ask, okay, what's really going on? Where's it coming from? You know? Or sometimes right after you hear yourself agree with the thought in your mind, you'll be like, and you can be like, nope, I call it back. I changed my mind. This is who I am, and this is what I prefer, right? Because that's that old thing, trying to snatch and trying to get on down in there and keep suggesting this issue. But the neat thing is your energy is ready to rise up out of the grave. Because that black widows, I tell you, I used to go visit gravesides in the middle of the day, y'all, because I in old towns, to see how the family line went and the dates, the dashes on there, and to try and put together a story of why so many babies died, you know, and then the wife died. And then later on, you see that man married another woman, and then when her death came, and you could see the whole family story there, right? But there was, so these old ones, sometimes these tombstones are broken in half and fallen over. And I was like, oh, well, you know, and it's from the 1800s, so there's nobody to straighten up. So I just kind of straightened up. When I went to move it, Black Widow right there. And I'm like, you can just stay right there, because I don't have to do this. Those things that are black widowing you, you don't have to do. They're trying to tarnish your value, tarnish your viewpoint of yourself. That is your value. Because worth is something you have to earn. Worth is something you have to prove. Worth is something outside of you being decided. So that's how you know that a suggestion has come in from outside of you to infiltrate and overtake. Psst. All right. Well, they like boom, joy. You can leave it right there. And I'm excited with you because I tune in and watch these too. Hey, leave some comments down below. Maybe tell me where you're from. All right. I enjoy seeing the map of this world showing up here as we continue to grow and develop the way nature intended. And just know you got friends. You got a friend in me, and you got a friend in this ancestry, this ancient connection called nature. So let's get back to our human nature, friend, and let's let our truth overtake our reality. All right, if you liked it, leave me a like down there, maybe some comments, and join this channel. I would love to have you enjoy the world. All right, love you.